In this video, I'm going to be drawing the iconic YouTuber and master chugger, Mr. Badlands Chugs himself, in 8 different styles. So let's jump on into it. So enough talk, let's go. So style number 1 is Rick and Morty, the slightly irreverent cartoon for adults, not for children. But Rick and Morty is kind of a science fiction adventure. Each episode is unpredictable. They kind of have round teeth when their mouths are open, and then when their mouths are closed, they kind of do the normal iconic cartoony ones with just the straight lines. I'm doing my best to make Mr. Chugs look good and hold true to the style of the cartoon. And bada boom, bada bing, that's how we do. It's done. It looks pretty good, right? He looks like he'd be in the cartoon.
My man!
Style number 2, I am drawing Mr. Chugs as a Pokemon, and for some reason I just thought of Snorlax. I don't know if Mr. Badlands Chugs likes to sleep a lot, but if you ain't subscribed to his channel, you sleeping on him. What's wrong with you? Go over there and hit that subscribe button. Style number 3 is another irreverent cartoon that is not for kids. Although I do remember being a teenager and sneaking this cartoon. My parents hated it. Sorry, Mom. But yeah, this is a pretty easy style to replicate. Simple shapes, very little line work. And then after I drew it up, I took it into Photoshop and put a paper texture on there. And there he is, Mr. Badlands Chugs as a South Park character. Next up, we have the style of Dr. Seuss. I grew up reading and loving Dr. Seuss books. Looking at the illustrations in those books really opened up my mind to new ways to illustrate and create new worlds, little world building. And in this illustration, I gave Mr. Badlands a top hat because he likes to wear that in some of his videos sometimes. Badlands is drinking his soda out of his iconic boot cups, pouring it right into his mouth right there. I got a little water left, maybe I should try it. Something like that. I made a mess. Next up, I thought it would be a lot of fun to draw up Mr. Badlands Chugs as a Mortal Kombat character. So here he is doing a little karate. I kind of imagine him as being one of the slower characters with the really heavy hitting hits. You get punched, but you really feel it, you know, like you really feel it. Like your energy goes down like brrr. You get little Liu King in there doing little quick little jabs and it's like blip, 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 little tiny energy go down. But you get a Badlands Chug punch and man, what? Half your bar's gone. But he just walks a little bit slow, you know? You gotta have true skill to be Mr. Badlands Chugs. And I imagine his fatality is a chugging move where he just picks you up and just swallows you right down. Next up, we have the style of the iconic garbage Pail Kids. Did you know they actually still make those? I didn't realize that, but I looked it up for this video and they're still printing those things. I'm not trying to hate on Badlands at all with this illustration. I was just trying to make it fun because they do kind of take things to a new level, a new turn. They corrupt things a bit, twist things a little bit. So if you see this video, Badlands, and this is offensive to you, I'm sorry if I made you cry. I hope this is not what Badlands looks like when he sees this illustration. Sorry, brother, I still love you. I'll buy you some soda. But here we have your collectible Badlands Chug Garbage Pail Kids card. Next up, I think we need to be a little bit nicer to Mr. Badlands Chugs. Take things back a few notches after doing that Garbage Pail Kids illustration. And this one is the cute Calvin and Hobbes style. I remember my brother had a lot of the Calvin and Hobbes books and I used to have to sneak into his room when he wasn't home to read them. And I ate those suckers up. They were a lot of fun. I always really loved Calvin and Hobbes. Their duo is just awesome, like Chewbacca and Han Solo. They're inseparable. And if I do say so myself, I think Mr. Badlands Chugs makes a good Calvin and Hobbes character. Check him out. He's so happy crossing that log there. And last but not least, style number 8 is my style, Mr. Haddy the Creator. I bust out my square nose and I'm gonna make him look rough and buff and like a real badass. He kind of looks like a bouncer at a club or something. He's got his arms folded up in his pits looking all tough. This is the true Badlands Chugs. This is how I imagine him. I think this would look cool on a t-shirt or something. With a name like Badlands Chugs, I was thinking about making him all post-apocalyptic and putting some weapons on him and stuff. And I'm kind of disappointed I didn't. I was just kind of running out of time. Maybe I'll come back and do it some justice, give him some outlandish look. But still, I think it turned out pretty cool and I think I did him justice. What you think? He looks pretty tough, right? He looks pretty tough. He looks like he could crack open a whole 2-liter and drink in like 20 seconds, right? Because guess what? He can. I tell you what, he can. He's crazy like that. So if you've never heard of Badlands Chugs, what's wrong with you? The guy's incredible. He chugged like 2 6-packs of Mountain Dew in like 2 minutes. You see this bottle of water right here? Like literally he like squeezes it and it disappears. It's gone and nothing drips out. It just disappears. He cracks me up and he has a good energy about him. He's a good dude. He gives off that good vibe, you know? He's got them good feels. Well, thank you so much for watching and for hanging out. Mr. Badlands Chugs, if you see this, I hope you like this video. You can have any one of these drawings. I will send it to you in the email. And all you viewers, if you wouldn't mind going over to Badlands Chugs channel and telling him to come check out this video, I would really appreciate that. I'm sure he wouldn't want to miss this. Thank you so much to my patrons who support me on a monthly basis, and thank every single one of you who watched this video to the end. I really appreciate you. Remember, you two are a creator. Keep on creating. And if you missed the video where I did 10 hun in 8 different styles, you can check that out. A card will pop out right here, or you can just check it out with the link in the description down below. This week I kind of had a hard time staying motivated. I had to kind of like push myself to keep on going. Trying these 8 different styles up, I would draw one and I felt like it deserved a break or something, and then I would get distracted and go down a rabbit hole on Facebook scrolling endlessly. But man, it really took some endurance to push on through and get this video done. What's my problem? So if any of you are struggling with the same thing, just push on through. Just keep on pushing. It's not all fun and games, and trust me, we all struggle. Every single creative person out there has these times where they just hit this wall and they hit this mental block and they just want to stop. But guess what? Sometimes you just got to pick up that foot, move it forward, and put it back down again and keep on keeping on. It always pays off in the end, and I always have a really good feeling when I finish and publish a video. I only tell you this to say, hey, you should do the same thing. Just keep on pushing through, and trust me, it's not something that just comes naturally to some people. You're not broken. I have to beat myself up regularly. I have to kick myself in the butt and tell myself, hey, you're gonna draw this thing right here, right now, okay? And the first few strokes are like, oh, I don't want to. I'd rather look at Facebook, or I want to play a mobile game on my phone. The payoff's always there. I promise you, it's there. Anyways, this has been Haddy the Creator, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Okay, you guys ready for this? I'm gonna try a Badlands Chug. Let's see if I can do this. Put that timer on. 1, 2. There's still a little in there. Oh man, I feel like I pushed a bunch of air in my stomach. Not bad though, not bad, right? I didn't make a mess, that's good. And at least I'm getting hydrated.
This is the chug life. We're chug masters, and you need to chug this professionally. You know what I'm saying?